Okie dokie, viewers, welcome finally to Nambucca Heads, home of the Ken Howard Memorial Fours. What an absolute beautiful day weather-wise. We have had issues all day with power and cords and stuff. We've had to make rush trips to Maxville. We've done it all. We missed bringing you the first game, but we've got the second game underway now. Now they've already played one end. It's 3-0 to Aaron Appleby. Actually, we don't know what happened on the second end, but the teams we've got playing in the second game. Well, firstly, welcome to Declan. Declan's here working the cameras. He's all over it now. As we said, we had massive issues this morning. We didn't know what the problem was. We called in the computer guy who works behind the bar, and in the end, all I did was pull out every cable, blew inside them like an old Atari cartridge, hooked them all back up together, and away she went. So, viewers, jump on and let me know your comments. Now, in the first game, we had the young fella from, I think his name's Jacob Brighton, from, where's he from? Victoria. He was the raging hot favourite. He actually got beat pretty handsomely. So he got beat by a composite side from Ettalong and Nambucca. That bowl's coming very close to the ditch as we look down here. Wow. Amazing. So I'll just get this score updated for you in a minute, and we'll start broadcasting it from the fourth end. Now, the way this format works, they play 3 games today. 15 ends, then 2 tomorrow, then they'll break out for quarterfinals, but everyone will go into a section, whether they've won, lost or drawn. They'll all get to play. So we will try and keep you updated with everything as we go. Now, we're just having issues with the camera. Just do the simple thing if you want to, Deggy, pull it out and plug it in. So what we've got in this game here, so it's round 2. We've got the team that is an all-Curry side, which is Wayne Robot on the lead, Ian Mann, Mick Kelligan, and Aaron Appleby. So we'll actually got to change that name. We'll change that, Declan. We'll just change these up because they changed their teams around. So it's Appleby that's 3-0 up, not Kelligan.
Yeah, we have that.
No, we've got Kelligan 3, Appleby 0. We'll get it all changed up for you guys. That's it, it's working a treat.
They've swapped places on the thing.
Yep, now we can change the name Kelligan. Let's just change it to Hill. Can you do that? H-I-L-L. That's the one, and we'll get an updated score for you. So we've got the all team from Curry, Wayne Robottom, Ian Mann, Mick Kelligan and Aaron Appleby, and they're in the dark blue shirts, and they're playing the composite side from Nambucca, Helensvale, and used to be Lake Cargelligo, which is Adam Davies, Adam Rostron, Adam Davies, Kenny Rostron, and Graham Hill is the skipper from Helensvale. So we'll give you an updated score in a minute. No, don't worry about that. As long as that's green, we don't care. We're going along all right. So I've got our new modem. Hopefully it's working. Now we'll give you an updated score in a minute. Now the red, white and green bowls, I've already made inquiries, do not belong to Johnny Rabbit. Do not belong to Johnny Rabbit, if anyone wanted to know. That's it. Well done, Declan. So we'll get an updated score. So it's good to be here finally to get some stuff going on. So which one's that one, mate? One of the middle ones?
Centre left.
Centre left. Good old centre left. We'll deal with that in a minute. So yeah, we'll just get back to normal. We've been running around all morning. It's been a Bobby Dazzler of a morning. As we said, we tried to get everything fixed. We were just going hell for leather, and we were driving into towns to electrical shops that were open because there was nothing around here. Headed into Better Electrical, who are one of the major sponsors of the tournament here, who helped me out with some new cabling and new cord. And in the end, that didn't do anything. But we pull everything out and blow in it seemed to work. Okay, so what was that, boys? One to them. So if you just update the scoreboard for us, it'd be great. So we'll flick that camaraderie. We're on to end 4. And we'll get that scoreboarded update. Good camera work, Declan. We're on to end 4. We'll get that scoreboarded update for you. So it's 4-1 to Appleby Overhill. After 3 ends. Now, getting us underway will be Adam Davies, we believe. He's the gentleman from Nambucca. And not a bad start. So 4-1 after N3. Good work, Declan. Well done. We'll get that middle one fixed in a minute. Good work. Just pan up a bit. And our next bowler here is Wayne Rowbottom from Curry. Newcastle team. Or Hunter. Pretty good start by Wayne. Very good. Now, I'm not too sure how these guys went in their first games because they hadn't got their scores updated. Declan's all over the cameras now. He's at ease. He's back, baby. Here we go, Adam Davies with his second backhand. Now, there is 8 rinks crammed onto the green here at Nambucca Heads. It's a very, very, very tight on that ditch side. Not a bad reply. So still one to the Curry boys. So it brings Wayne Rowbottom to the mat again. Down he comes on his forehand. Not bad. See if he can make another. Drops inside that, he'll be 2. 2 good bowls. Well played. So that brings Adam Rostron to the mat. So he's another local. So he finds himself a couple down. He's staying on the backhand. Good to see the viewing numbers. Jump on, guys. Well done, Declan. So he's on his backhand. Finds himself a couple down. They did win the last end. They trail 4-1 after 15 end games. Not a bad reply. It brings Ian Mann, seasoned campaigner. Good old seasoned campaigner from Curry. Been around a long time, Manny. Before he had the bowling arm, and now with the bowling arm. Don't mind me, I'm having a coffee. And it's cold. So, Ian Mann on his forehand. Got a couple. I think he's sailing past with this one. Looks a tad heavy, but it won't go astray. Yeah. That brings Adam Rostron back on the mat. He'll stay in his backhand. Down he comes. He gives it every chance. Needs a smother. Great effort. Still 2 down, but you can see the boys there from Nambucca have got that clump of 4, the 2 blacks and 2 dark blues. So it brings Ian Mann back onto the mat. Holding 2. His first one went past, which he wasn't unhappy about. He gets inside that dark blue one on the left there. He's very close. He's very close. Sits. Just drops off. Great effort, but still 2. Now, Darcy, they call this gentleman, I believe. Darcy Rostron. He's jumping on now. So he finds himself a couple down. That's better, mate. That's much better. So Darcy comes down on his backhand. Any touch of that jack's going to be good. He's give this every chance. This looks very, very close. Just going to duck under. Great effort, Darcy. It's just so good to be back calling the bowls after all the hiccups and the dramas. Got to go to Maxville. That was all right. So, on the backhand. Mick Kelligan. Holding a couple. Every chance here of adding to it. Tips and turns. Big shot. Boom shakalaka. Who turned that into 2, maybe 3. Great shot, Mick. Darcy back on the mat for the local Nambucca side. Very good camera work, Declan. He's staying in the backhand. He wasn't a mile away of his first one. He probably finds himself 3 down. Give that one some air. Will it get back? We watched the first game. We obviously couldn't bring it to your live stream, so did watch the first game. It was a bit hard on that ditch side, a bit different paces. So Mick Kelligan now. Stays on the inside of the green, probably holding 3. Well done, Declan. See, look at what you can do, mate. That's got to be close. That Jack-Eye bowl's got to be close. So we're going to... It's trial and error today, guys, because we've had all these issues, but we have fixed it. We've got the big TV going too. Looking fantastic. And beautiful weather. We're sorry that we couldn't bring you the first game. We do apologise, but it was not an internet issue. It was nothing like that. It was something that was certainly out of our hands, and we could not do much about it. So that brings Graham Hill from... He's the gentleman from Helensvale leading the Nambucca Heads quartet. Finds himself probably 3 down at the moment. So Aaron Appleby will jump on the mat. This guy needs no introduction. Won pretty much everything there is. I think Australian singles runner-up many years ago, I believe. At worst, otherwise he wouldn't have won it. But he's won pretty much every title there is in the Hunter Zone 6. The Curry greenkeeper played another good shot. Great shot. That's probably, well, that's maybe 3, 4, maybe 5. So that brings Graham Hill back onto the mat. Helensvale. Down he comes. And he's a bit heavy with the first one. He made the comment. This one he's not going to hold. He's going to duck away, unfortunately. So we'll see. Aaron's got another one here. This is a bonus shot, can add to it. They can jump out to a commanding lead after 4 ends. So he's got pretty good deck. Down he comes. Bit of focus. Good work, Declan. And he looks like will he count? Not too sure. We'll see what the indication is. How many they think. So I'm just going to have a look. It's definitely, I reckon it's maybe 5. It is 5, so it's 5 to Appleby. They jump out to a 9-1 lead after 4 on your YouTube Live Sports. We'll call it the Geoff King Motors scoreboard here live from Nambucca Bowls Club. Beautiful place. Never been to Nambucca before. And it's absolutely beautiful here. The weather's fantastic. I'd like to thank our host Billy Coughlin, staying in his house. Declan's got the bed, I've got the lounge, the most comfortable lounge I've slept on. Very good. Had a nice coffee. Showed me all his memorabilia in his house. Told me the story about the Hapster there last year with the window. That's folklore. And when we got there last night, he couldn't find his keys. Anyway, they were in his pocket. 9-1 after 4. Appleby over Hill. Round 2. Ken Howard. Memorial 4s. Live from Nambucca. The Geoff King Motors scoreboard has the Curry team jumped out to a commanding lead. So Wayne Rowbottom gets us underway again. Seems to have found his range pretty good. Just dropped that one a tad short. Adam Davies, local. Now he's playing the ditch side. We'll see what this one does. Been a bit of a mystery out there. It's just going past us now. There she goes in the shadow of the big television. Not a bad starter. Well played. Wayne Rowbottom plays his second one, leading okay. He's probably overcooked that one. I think that one's going for a swim. Going in the ditch. Maybe it stays on. That did good work. Declan, you're all like, how good are you going with the cameras? Great work. There we go. So Adam Davies back on the mat now, has holding 1 for the Nambucca side, the composite team. How do you do that when you that makes the image like, you know?
I didn't do that.
Oh, didn't you? I was going to say, that looks really good.
No, it was like that already.
So good bowls. Adam Davies holding 2, brings Ian Mann onto the mat. I don't know what Declan's done with his cameras, but he's got them like weird how they, I don't know, how they change views like that. That's awesome. That's quality. Ian Mann finds himself 2 down. He gets either side of that bowl. Looks like his weight's pretty decent. Then again, he's made a liar of me. It's just dropped it a bit short. So it's 2 to the boys from Nambucca. Down 9-1 at the present time. That brings Adam Rostron to the mat. Down he comes, playing the forehand again. Now I reckon that he's probably pulled that one a bit tight. He has. Plus he didn't have the weight as well. So Ian Mann may force him to switch hands. Not 100% sure. We're going to have a look. Looks like he's actually lining up to play in the forehand. Let's have a look. Declan zooms in. Well done. Forehand. Yep, he did change hands now. We're just not too sure of the grass line out here because there's 8 rinks on this green. Just goes to tell you the popularity of this tournament. They reckon that you get in a year in advance and you're still on a waiting list. And he's just going to sail past, but it still is only 2 to the composite side from Nambucca and Helensvale. Jump on, show us that you're watching, viewers. We've got a few more that they're climbing up a bit more. That's good. So down we go. Just going to be a tad short with that one. So it brings Mick Gilligan to the mat and Curry. 2 down. Gets around that black one, he'll count. Looks like he's staying on his backhand. He is. Down he goes. He's very close here. That's a great shot. Well played. Mick Gilligan. Skipper's happy. So Graham's indicating to Darcy Rostron. Sit that bowl out. So he's on his forehand. He's every chance. He's going very close to this. He's very close. Slips under. Oh, wow. He got a wicked turn there at the death. Still only 1 down, 3 seconds. Mick's just played a smoker. So he goes with his next one. And down he comes on his backhand. Or was it his forehand? I think it was his forehand. If he gets around that, he's going to go close to count again. That's 2 crackers. Well played, Mick. We'll see what he's going to do, Darcy, now. He's going to stay on his forehand. Very strange line on this ditch side. Down he comes. Just going to pump it. Will he run on? Not quite. So probably still 2 to the Curry boys. As the skippers wander up the other end. So don't forget, viewers, jump on, drop us a line, drop us a comment. Hopefully everything's going okay. Seems to be going okay here, now at the moment anyway. Who knows what the Arvo will bring. Don't forget, we've got YouTube Live Sports. They're bringing you the pairs tournament out at Burke. That'll be Boydie. He's out there with Steve Bontebent, one of the big colour men. Forehand shot, Aaron Appleby. Sorry, backhand shot. And he's holding a couple. He's given it plenty of territory. Good camera work, Decky. Very good. How's his weight? Beats the back, he'll count. This sailed past. Won't hurt though. Let's see how this one goes. Forehand. Graham Hill, Helensvale, leading the team from Nambucca. It's just unlucky that side there. It looks like it's going to turn and it just holds at the last minute. So it still could be 2 to the boys from Curry. Aaron's on his backhand. He's into it straight away. He's let her go. Down she comes. Now, if he just gets inside that blue one, don't think he's going to. It's his own bowl, but it won't make a difference. So Graham Hill, he'll jump back. Okay, so we may have fixed the other problem. Welcome back, viewers. Look, we do apologise. We've been speaking to the locals. The internet around here is very ordinary, apparently. And we haven't been able to bring you much coverage of this game, but apparently we've just fixed it. See if it works. But what's happening now is these guys have played about 9 or so ends, and they're just going to stop. They're all going in for lunch. So one green's already come off and had their lunch. That's the one we're not streaming on. Now this whole green, and they're halfway through their matches, they're going to stop everything, and they're going to go in for lunch. So we'll get an updated score.
There you go.
Azza, what's the updated score?
Hey?
What's the updated score?
16-6 on 9. Did we stop for lunch or pick up?
I think you stopped for lunch, mate. What'd you say it was? 16-6?
Yeah. 16-6 on 9.
16-6 on 9.
It's been unusual. You think we'd just keep going?
Yeah, you'd think so. I think it's 16-6 on 10, mate, because they just got 2.
I know, he said 16-6 on...
No, it's not 9, because 9's an odd number starting going this way, so it's 10.
I don't know. He said 16-6 on 9.
Yeah, so they put 2 on theirs, but he didn't change the ends. That's right, so it's 16-6. Okay, so we believe, viewers, that we have this problem fixed. So first we had the issue with the PC this morning, and that's going so far, no drama with that. That was a costly exercise, but now that we don't need those cords, I can get me money back. Anyway, now we've got the internet working okay apparently. So what you've got right in front of us there is these guys have all stopped now, and they go in and have lunch. So Aaron Appleby's leading Graham Hill 16-6 after 10 ends of a 15-end match in round 2. So the whole green, we've just told us, stops, and they all go. They finish the end they're on, then they all go and have their lunch. So I'll keep yakking. We think we've got everything worked okay.
It's dropped again.
It's dropped again. It says excellent condition on the YouTube though, doesn't it? Put a signal. Let's have a look.
Yeah.
Yep, so it's fine. We'll just go off that.
It's dropping again.
Well, don't worry about that. We can't control that. So, we know that according to YouTube, we have an excellent connection now. And we don't have any game to broadcast because they've stopped for lunch. And that's okay. It's the way it's done at the Ken Howard Force here in Nambucca. So, viewers, jump on board. If we've still got some viewers, come back.
Concurrent 14.
We've got some viewers for you. So, you 14 people that are watching, and we've actually had it up over 200 there at one stage when the internet was going okay. Jump back and have a bit of a yak with me. Have a bit of a talk.
Check your messages. Check your message.
Check me messages. Yep, all good, Boydie.
Hey,
We'll do that.
find you on YouTube. What do you got to look for?
So you're playing in this game, right?
Oh, it's not for me. It's just my missus wants to watch. She's down the port.
Is she watching you now?
Oh, not right now. No.
Okay, so when she jumps on YouTube, so are you going to be on Rink 8?
Yeah, we're on Rink 8. Yeah,
What game?
right now we are.
Oh, you're playing now?
Yeah.
So you just stopped for lunch, right? Okay, so she wouldn't be able to see much before because the internet's ordinary, but if she jumps on now when you get back from lunch, just look up YouTube Live Sports.
Live Sports. Okay.
Yep. YouTube Live Sports, and you'll see Ken Howard Memorial 4's round 2.
Yep.
That's you guys.
Okay.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks for that. I'll tell her to share and like for you.
So these guys are all in having lunch. What's our connection say now, Declan?
Still says excellent.
Excellent connection. So we've got excellent connection at the moment. They're all having a break and having lunch. As you can see on your screen there, viewers, that is the picturesque Nambucca Heads Bowls Club. And this is the Ken Howard Memorial 4s. And I'll probably just talk some gibberish. Declan's going to pan around. Now, we'll give a shout out too, because they've got a lot of people around here supporting the tournament, a lot of sponsors, and they've got the Nambucca Heads Strikers, which is the local soccer club, and they've been cooking bacon and egg rolls for everyone, and breakfast for everyone, and raising money for their soccer club, and it's a great initiative. I've met all the guys and girls this morning. They were fantastic, really nice people. So we thought the Nambucca Strikers, we'll give you a plug, the local soccer side. down here doing a fantastic job of cooking everyone breakfast. So, as we've just said to you, there's 2 greens here, 8 rinks on each, well 8 rinks on this one. They've all gone in off this green and having their lunch, and they're only about 10 ends into their game. This is round 2. So, it's a bit of a different setup that I'm used to, that I've ever seen before. But hey, if it works, it works. And particularly when we didn't have any internet at the start of that last stream, and as I said, we just went and spoke to the locals. We're trying to hunt down, see if someone's got a Starlink, because there's not a cloud in the sky. If they have, anyone out there got a Starlink, anyone local, bring it down, lend it to YouTube Live Sports for the next 2.5 days. We'll be forever in your debt. What's that?
Is there a ladder?
Is there a ladder? There is a ladder inside. We'll go and get a printed copy off it. It's only played 1 round so far, so they're all, as I said, we'll all have their lunch, and we'll give you a ladder after the second game. We'll give you an update. So we'll give you an update of the ladder, because they print it out for us apparently. So yeah, we'll give you an update after that, because as you can appreciate, after the first game, there's a gentleman in there controlling the ladder, and they're all staggered. They all finish at different times and stuff like that, and we can't actually leave the desk and go and get a copy of it. But I could certainly go and try and get one for you, see where they stand, but it's only a ladder after round 1, but we will go and try and get one for you. It's just inside there, but he did say he'd print one out for me, but we'll just wait. In the meantime, viewers, jump on, have a chat. Once again, we apologise. I reckon it's me. I'm the unlucky charm. Everywhere I go, there's a drama. Even an internet drama, and this morning was a PC drama. That all seems to be working okay now, which is a bonus, because that would mean an astronomical amount of money to fix that. But maybe it just had a little bit of dust or something in it. Never mind. But as in this game that we're streaming, after 10 ends of the 15-end game, round 2 of the Ken Howard Memorial Fours, Avon Appleby leads 16-6. And is there a way that we can get those messages over so I can see them a bit better, Decky, or not?
Not really.
Not really?
Have to move.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
For some reason, the comment thing there isn't working.
Yeah, I don't know why. Click on the YouTube thing, see if that does anything. No, that's not it.
Any of that. Not touching any of
No,
that.
we won't touch none of that. We won't touch none. Leave that alone.
I'll try and reload it. Maybe that'll fix it. There we go.
Yeah, make it bigger. Was that as big as it goes? There we go. I don't know why they don't come on that. That thing always takes forever. So can you pan around to the players still on, please?
No.
Well, we can't at the moment, mate, because on our green, this is it. They're all stopped to have lunch. So who was that gentleman that sent that message through?
Jan Clifford.
Jan Clifford. So Jan, yep. As you can see, the green's empty. Halfway through the game, they've all gone to have a feed. Half their luck. Half their luck. But I can tell you who's in.
To the other one, because they've got one.
Yeah, we can't pan round. Excuse me. We cannot pan round to the other green because it's up behind us. It's up a bit higher, and there's a big fence in between our cameras and the green, so you won't be able to see anything. You won't be able to see who's playing or anything like that. So the cameras are lower than the green. But we can pan this one for you. That's about the best we can do. And as you can see, viewers, it's a beautiful day here. Players have stopped for lunch. It's a weird setup. I was just talking to Boydie. I did remember this happened last year, actually, when I was commentating from home with you, and they all stopped and had a feed. But then what they've got to do is they've got to finish the end they're playing on. There's one game, I don't know what they're doing out there, whether they don't eat lunch. I'm not 100% sure, but that's on the other side of the green. So, but in the meantime, you have got some good players here, like that we've come across. We've got Jacob Brighton, I believe his name is, a young guy from Victoria, who plays pretty well from all reports. Didn't win his first game, but we will actually get him on for an interview. Probably either this afternoon or tomorrow. We'll try and get him on. And then we've got James Cook, former state singles winner, bowls coordinator at Gwendolyn, home of the Crabs. We've got Graham Mayer from Ettalong. Graham and I go back a long way. We were juniors together back in the 80s, Ettalong Bowling Club. He was always referred to as the Greg Norman lookalike. Graham Mayer, champion bloke. Went to school together. I'll tell you, so bowlers, I'll tell you a Graham Mayer story. How about this one? When we all went to Woy Woy High School. Just wait, give me 1 second.
There we go, we've got
Okay, we've got a picture of the one reap that is going, the one game's going on this green while they have lunch. Anyway, back to the Graham Mayer story, better known as Pinky from Ettalong Memorial Bowling Club. Everyone knows him. So back in the day when we went to Woy Woy High School, back in the 80s, Athletics Carnival was on. This story is as true as I sit here. Graham entered the 400 metres. When the gun went, everyone went running, and him and his mate just decided to walk as a bit of a joke. And the teacher, and I cannot remember, I think it was Mr. O'Rourke, but I'm not 100% sure, yelled at him and said, "Run, stop being stupid, run." So Graham actually started running and went round every person and broke the school record. And I believe he actually got the opportunity to go to New Zealand to represent in 400 metres, because he broke all sorts of records in that race. But he did start off that race walking. Then he started running, and then he broke the record. So well done to Graham Mayer, and as we know, he's pretty much done everything there is in the game of bowls. Been a great player over a long time, over many years. So it's good to see Graham. You haven't seen him in a while. The other Graham Mayer story is, I remember when my second daughter was born. I remember when my wife went into labour. Graham was actually at our house, and wife said, "I think I'm going into labour." And then he left. And when I caught up with him last night, he said, "Remember that when Alyssa was just about to be born?" And he left the house when she went into labour. So good man, Graham Mayer. Actually, he had a good win in his first game. I think they won that quite comfortably. That was against the young guy from Victoria. It's one of our middle cameras again. So that's the only game that's going on at the moment, viewers. That one game over there. Now, what's going on here?
I tried to bring up the other camera thing, but there's no one.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Just do the cable trick, mate. That's the easiest thing. Yeah, we've got some more comments there. So just make sure you have...
The key to your accommodation.
Let me have a look at that. Put the glasses on, Declan. Just make sure you have keys to your accommodation, not like Happy last year. Well, let me tell you, Brett, we're staying with Billy, and he staggered up the stairs last night, and he couldn't find the right key. So he actually did find it and got us in, but we're very appreciative, and thanks, Billy, for his for letting us stay there. Laid on the lounge, watched a bit of tennis. All went to bed at 11 o'clock, 11:30 or so. Enjoyed a great night at the Calcutta. Had a fantastic chicken schnitzel down at the bistro. It was as big as the plate. You just saw your guys. Yes, that's our guys playing. So that's your guys in the camera that we've got there. So Jan Clifford, that must be you. So they are on this green. So I don't know what the go is, why they're still playing. Not 100% sure when they're supposed to be in for lunch. But maybe they're going in for lunch after this end, because they did call them in to finish your ends, and they may be going in after this end. So we'll just wait and see. And down on the fore end, we can't see much more. That's the game that we're actually broadcasting there. That's the game you're watching. That's the other end of it up there. You can see him stand there with his foot. Well, we're not too sure what's going on. It's about as far as it zooms. So you know what? I wonder if someone stepped on that cable, Declan, for that camera there, which is a little centre left, isn't it?
No.
That one that's frozen?
That's like the close one here.
That's the close. No, that one's facing that direction. That's towards the clubhouse. Yeah, centre left.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll go and have a try and see if we can fix that centre left. In the meantime, I'll leave you guys for 2 seconds.
Starting to screen backwards. Yeah, I can't run both. Oh, okay. Do reconnect. That's the only thing. It's still connecting. Hit it again.
Okay, viewers, so what we might do, I know there are a few of you there, but as I said, this is a bit of a weird setup. Everyone going and having lunch and just leaving us out here. We might go and take a quick break ourselves, and when they come out from their lunch, we'll continue the game between Hill and Appleby, which currently leads 16-6. In the meantime, I'll try and get an updated scoreboard for you, and a ladder after the first round, because it's still only into their second round. And we'll be back very, very, very soon. We'll just leave the camera on, and you can look at the beautiful surrounds over here of Nambucca Heads. Once again, we apologise for this morning's issue of the PC. Declan and I were here really early. Everything was good. We set everything up, no dramas. We just couldn't get any signal from the PC to everything else, but we ended up fixing it by pulling all the cables out and putting it back together. Then we had our internet drop out. Apparently the locals are not impressed with the internet, so Mr. Albanese fixed that issue. But everything seems to be okay at the moment, and then they decided to go and have lunch. So in the meantime, Declan and I will just take a quick break, and hopefully they'll be back out in the next 10 or 15 minutes, and we'll continue on our game, round 2, the Nambucca Bowls Club Ken Howard Memorial Fours, round 2, Team Appleby versus Team Hill. Appleby currently leading 16-6 after 10. We'll be back soon. Okay, viewers, we are back. Okay, they've all had their lunch. Got a couple of messages there.
No, that's just YouTube.
That's the mutual message, but yeah, we're back. So as it stands, it's 16-6, Aaron Appleby over Graham Hill. We'll get the cameras lined up for you in a second. So they're playing now their 11th end. And we'll just get that camera. Declan will switch that camera over for you. There he is, he's all over it. So, backhand. This would be, back to the game, this would be Adam Rostron for Team Nambucca. And it's up and down for shot. We don't know what's going on here, who's got shot.
There's a
but he does.
6 on 10. There you go.
There you go, 16-6 on 10. That's what they've told us. Yeah, because they're playing the 11th end now. That is correct. So when they start, so Ian Mann's on the mat now, finds himself one down. Ian Mann from Curry, been playing pretty well too. So we'll see if he can retrieve this shot back. 16-6 on 10. That's Ian Mann there. The man. And he's just a bit heavy, but he is second shot. So Adam Rostron plays second bow. He drew it with his first one. They need to pick up a score here. 5 ends to go in round 2. So they can pick up a score. There's a 10-shot deficit. And down he comes. Just a little bit narrow. Didn't have bad weight. So Ian Mann plays his second bowl. He's probably over by about a yard. Playing the inside of the green. I think the bowlers are starting to figure out they're starting to play the inside of the green a little bit more. Once again, he's got good weight with this one. Just sits a bit wide, but he is only one down. So on the mat now. Should bring Darcy Rostron. See how he goes. He's on the back end. Holden 1, gets inside the Ian Mann bowl. He'll count. 16-6 on your Geoff King Motors scoreboard. Just a tad short. His line was sensational. So Mick Gilligan and Curry plays a 4-stick, the left-hander. One down, sits the black, he'll score. He's turned his back on it. He knows it's too narrow. Turned his back. Weight was pretty good for the shot too. So it still is 1 to Team Hill. So Darcy comes down with his second one. He's give this plenty of territory. There's
the other one.
He's almost going to hit the one on the next rink. And it hung on him. It hung on him. But he's still holding one. They probably need to get a few more in there to score more than one. A 2 or a 3 puts them back in the match with 4 ends to go. So Mick Gilligan, down he comes. He's on the back end too. Well, he's 4 ends, sorry. And he's just sailed wide. So it still is 1 to Team Hill on your Geoff King Motors scoreboard here. 16-6, Aaron Appleby. Send those comments for your viewer. We're back now. They've all had their lunch. Funny how they stop. It reminds me of Tasmania when you play pennants and they ring the bell and go and have afternoon tea. Sponge cake and cups of tea, and that still goes on. Used to love it down there in Devonport when we used to do that. Great times. So 1 to Team Hill at the moment. It would be 16-7 on 11 on your live scoreboard, but it's 16-6 at the moment. So we'll have a look now and let's click on that camera, Declan, and watch him deliver his bowl. Down he comes. So that'll be Graham Hill on his backhand, holding 1. Just gets inside the wide green and white bowl. Oh, wow. Probably a bit not tight and a bit heavy. Never mind. So Aaron Appleby on his backhand. The Curry greenkeeper. Just tell me they've got some big things happening out there at the Cannons. He's just hung it a bit wide. Maybe too much fried rice. It's always hard to draw a shot after lunch. Graham Hill on his backhand again, holding 1. Probably wants to drop 6 feet on his last one. He almost sat his bowl out or snicked the jack. Don't know what his weight's like here. Looks a bit better. Looks a bit better. If he can get past that, he's just died in the bum. He might be close to 2. No indication, but Aaron will play his. He's on the forehand, so he's going to zoom past us now. Down he comes on his forehand, 1 down. Starting to get some drift. Starting to get some drift now. He's very close to this, and he's drawn the absolute. Aaron Appleby, take a bow. Great shot. Boom shakalaka. That's a ripper. Welcome to the goodie room, Aaron Appleby. That'll take it to 16, 17-6 on 11 here on your Geoff King Motors scoreboard. Declan will update that for us. That sun's in a bugger of a spot, isn't it? Never mind. So 17-6 on 11. And Wayne Rowbottom will get us underway. I'm really impressed with that camera work, Decky. You're doing a good job of that. I love that sort of delay thing, that fadeaway thing when they switch cameras. We've just got the sun beating right behind us here, guys, so it's a bit of an issue. So on the forehand, Wayne Rowbottom gets us underway inside of the green, which makes it a lot easier, apparently, than playing the ditch side, because there is 8 rinks crammed on here. It just sails past a tad, probably about a yard. Decent pace to the green. Adam Davies on the mat. Team Nambucca.
Comes back a little bit. It's all good.
So down he comes. How's he going? Going to be a bit narrow, I think. Might just not have the weight. That was a very big shot, that last one. Okay. Wayne Rowbottom with his second. Just gets inside his last, drops a yard. He'll be pretty close to it. Give it plenty of air. As said, viewers, there is 8 rinks crammed on this green. He's getting back a fair bit, just a tad heavy, but probably holds 2. See if Adam Davies can correct it on his backhand. He's going to swing across 2. Isn't it funny, the contrast in the delivery, the line of the bowls. The 2 blue ones didn't turn much at all, and the dark blue ones swung at the death. Ian Mann, 4-stick shot. The Curry cannon. With the green and white bowls, down he comes. Gave that plenty of air. They look like a set of arrows here. And he's probably just going to be a bit swift. Don't think they may count. They're a fair way away though, and there's plenty of bowls to come. Adam Rostron. He's staying on his forehand too. Beautiful day here at Nambucca Bowls Club. Weather's sensational. Little bit of breeze getting up now. This one here looks close. Adam Rostron, this one looks very close. That will be the shot. Well played. That's the one to beat. So Ian Mann, camera's doing a little bit of shaking there. And he comes down on his forehand. This one looks better. This one looks better. He'll pull up. That's a great shot, Ian Mann. Well played. 1 to Curry. Very good bowl. Left it something to sit on there.
No one.
Nothing new. How many viewers we got, mate? Can you see that?
54.
Only a couple.
54.
54. That's pretty good. Numbers are climbing. Played this pretty well. Just going to miss it. Great effort. Adam Rostron just probably played with good weight. If he had trailed the jack, would have been great. Mick Kelligan jumps on the mat. Playing a back stick shot. The left-hander. Holding 1. Ian Mann played a smoker with his second one. This looks like decent territory as well, viewers. Down he comes. Gets inside the black. He will count. Will he run it out? The North Queensland Cowboy Bowls, they're just going to probably drop a bit short. It's close. Brings Darcy onto the mat. Darcy Rostrom. I believe that's how he's referred to. So he's down on his forehand. Line looks okay. Line looks decent. How's his weight? Not a mile away. Sits it for shot. Oh, he's gone through the hole. Didn't deserve that. Gives Mick another opportunity to draw another one. It is 1 and a measure for 2. Down we come again. We do apologise, viewers. We do have ordinary internet round here. The locals have filled me in. There is only one. Let's just tip that bowl over. So we're doing the best we can. So Darcy back on the mat. Plays something similar. He won't be a mile away. Forehand. Down he comes. 1 down. The black bowl of Team Hill, his second shot. Decent line again. Just don't know about his weight. Just going to drop a tad short. Line was very, very good. Very, very good. Okay, so it is 1 to Team Appleby at the crossover. 17-6 after 11. 17-6 after 11. We'll see how we go now. So Aaron Appleby holds a lead. A decent lead. Played a really good bowl when he was 1 or 2 down on the last end with his last bowl. Down on his forehand. Looks in the area. Bruce McAvaney says, looks a winner. Sits that for 2. Inside the black. Wow. He's just run on. He still is 1. Still is 1. Graham Hill. Chance to draw it. They need to score probably on this end to stay in the match. The team, you're talking about the ladder, and they didn't have the ladder up to date when I went inside. They're still mucking around with it. But I think the team of Shearer, who won the first game against young Jacob Brighton, I'm pretty sure they were the team that's actually coming first, but there was a couple of blank spots in there, so we'll try and get that sorted. Down he comes again, forehand, Aaron Appleby. See if he can add to the count. Good camera work. Very close, I reckon that's 2. We'll get an indication in a minute. So Graham Hill, his last bowl of the 12th end, finds himself probably a couple down. Doesn't look like he's played this too bad. Has he got the weight? For a carpet green, they do seem to be pulling up very quick. So it is 2, so it takes out to 19-6 on 12 on your Geoff King Motors scoreboard. Here in round 2 of the Ken Howard Memorial Fours, live from Nambucca Heads. With a dodgy internet, and what's the connection say now, Declan? Excellent. Very good, mate. Very good. Just spoke to our old chaperone, old Billy. He said he's going to have a quiet night tonight. A couple of beers and a quiet night, maybe sit at home and watch the television, something like that. So a bit of a longer end here by the looks of things. Jack's almost on the tee. So it is 19-6 after 12. And Wayne Rowbottom will get us underway for Team Curry Curry. The Cannons. Zone 6, old Zone 6, Hunter region. Down he comes. Just going to drop a tad short, I think. Gives Adam Davies a look. Plenty of room. Let's see what hand he's going to play. Not too sure. He's staying on his backhand, the left-hander. Out alongside us. Down past she goes. He's going to run it out. I think he's just going to die a bit short. He is. But it will be the shot. Brings Wayne back onto the mat. Wayne Rowbottom. Played a fair game of bowls. I obviously seem to think Rink 8 looks a little bit tricky. It certainly does. It looks a little bit tricky. But he looks like he's made a decent correction with this. Under he comes. That's a great shot, Wayne Rowbottom. Well done. Well played. That's definitely shot. Jack high. Adam Davies. So he's staying in his backhand. I believe that his wife might be watching. We've got an excellent connection, Adam Davies' wife, so hope you're enjoying the game. Everything seems to be running okay at the moment. Might have a few little issues every now and then. It is a long weekend, a lot of people in town. He just drops that one a little bit short, so that brings Ian Manny, as they call him. A 4-stick shot. Holding one. On the forehand. Slips under the dark blue bowl to count. Line looks decent. Watched a few come down here. We just don't know if they get back in time. Let's have a bit of a look. How's his weight? Probably just going to crunch it, and he has. Doesn't make a difference. Still one. Just talking about these guys too. Graham Hill, who plays at Helensvale, mighty Helensvale club up in Queensland there on the Gold Coast. Very strong. BPL Cup win, Bowls Premier League winners. Home of Kelsey Cottrell and Nathan Rice, just to name a few. And Graham Hill, of course, but they all used to come from Lake Cargelligo. So Ian Mann on his forehand. Holding shot. Now he's taken a lot less grass with this one. Don't know what's gonna. That's good colour. I like it. He just hasn't got the weight with that one. Very difficult rink to play on. So that brings to the mat now. Adam Rostron with his second. Now he's give this every chance. He should. Will he get back? Well, he's going to sail past. Weight was good for the shot. Trail the Jackie's got the backwood. He could have made two. Now that brings Mick Gilligan. Down he comes on his back stick. Got pretty good line here. Aaron's clapping it. It looks like a counter. If he doesn't slip through that gap, which he has, wow. Maybe a counter. Maybe a counter. So on the mat now is Darcy Rostron, forehand. Team Nambucca looking to score on this end, to stay in the match, looking to score. It's a big ask. 13 shots adrift with 3 to go. He's played this all right. Now he has played a couple of runners with no luck, and he's played that. That's a great shot. Well played, Darcy. It's one to Team Hill, one to the Nambucca boys, the composite side. Brings Mick back onto the mat. Mick Gilligan on his backhand. Down he comes. Probably going to be a little bit short, I think. Tension was right. So let's have a look at Darcy again. Met Darcy last night, sat with him during the Calcutta. Filled me in. Who's who in the zoo? Forehand. Darcy Rostron. I hope he's got his name right, but they do call him Darcy. Just going to be a tad short, but he did play a screamer with his first, so they are holding one Team Hill here on your Geoff King Motors scoreboard, 19-6 after 12. 3 to go, and they'll have one more game after this one, viewers. One more game of 15 ends, and they get through them pretty quickly. And then we'll bring our guest on. We'll have a bit of a chat with him after this game. He's going to come over and sit in the chair and have a bit of a talk, which is the young fella Jacob Brighton from Victoria. Yeah, she plays for Moema. We were talking last night about where he comes from and all the rest of it. So just going to sail past that one of Aaron's. So Graham got the old South Sydney bowls, holding shot. Needs to make both of these count for a chance, and he's a bit narrow, I think. Then again, I can't tell on that side of the green. If you've got the weight, they do hold. And I don't think he's going to quite make it. Line was great. Probably needed 6 feet to count. Aaron Appleby plays his second. He's played some howlers, you know, when he's been down and drawn some shots. Now this one here, is he going to duck? He's going to get the edge of that. Now he could be 2 down now. He is. Now this is imperative that Graham Hill makes this one count. Gets it to 19-9 with 2 to go. Maybe a far stretch to win it, but can keep it respectable. Now down he comes again, and he's unfortunately weight wasn't too bad. Probably would have counted. He was just narrow. So it's 2 to Team Hill. That takes it to 19-8 after 13 on your Geoff King Motors scoreboard. And Adam Davis will get us up to date. Declan will change the cameras and he'll change the scoreboard. 19-8 after 13. Mouse was over here, just there you go, you got it. 19-8. 19 Appleby, 8 Hill on 13 ends. And Adam Davies gets us underway. Got the spinnaker up on that one. Good weight. Jack Eye. That's my phone. We would turn that down. Wayne Rowbottom. Had a fair game too, Wayne. Hasn't played too badly. Had a fair game. It's just going to suck. If you can get a bit of a dipsy doodle off that. He has. That'll be the shot. On the backhand, the left-hander, Adam Davies. If his weight was good with his last one, just needs to make amends. If he slips inside this, he will score, and he has. Well played, Adam. Well played. Let's see if Wayne can get the shot back. Probably be a bit disappointed in his first one. Down he comes. Better line, but I just don't know if he's got the weight. Then again, I could be wrong. I reckon he's nearly shot, and then he has. He's drawn the shot. Well played, Wayne Rowbottom. That one slid across the line a bit. So that brings Adam Rostron onto the mat. Forehand. Looks like decent track. Is he going to swing back? Is he going to swing back? He's going to get the port, I think. Through the tunnel. There he goes. He's almost gone back to the dish. Just under rink 8 there. So we'll see how Manny gets up to. Plenty of room. Either side. Lines it up. So he looks like he's going to play a 4-stick shot. Bonty, you'd like that one. Down he comes on his forehand. 4-stick. Decent track again. Probably been the pick of the players in the game. Aaron Appleby's played some really big ones when he's been in trouble. Be it not that often, but has played some big bowls. And Ian Mann's probably been one of the most consistent. He was a bit heavy with that one, but probably turned it into 2 and a measure. We'll see if Adam can correct on his last. It was just his weight that was the issue for Team Hill. Down on his forehand. Drop some comments, viewers. Apologise for all the issues we had, but everything seems to be okay at the moment. It's going to drop in. Not bad. Not bad. Second shot, I would say. So Ian was probably just a tad heavy with his last. He just adjusts that weight. Plenty of room. Beat those back 2 to count. He's got good territory again here. A 4-stick shot. Is he going to drop? Drop and serve right now. He's probably just going to run past it a bit. I think he will. Good camera work there, Deggy. There's a bloke from Raymond Terrace on the rink next door, Brownie, wearing his gear. Said he was going to have a lemonade with me later. Brings Darcy Rostron onto the mat. Backhand. One down. Sails past the skybox. Through the shadow. It's a bit of a maze out there. You just don't know when they're going to give. You get too wide, they stay. Good weight. It's Mick Gilligan. Second last end of the match here in round 2. He's playing a back stick shot. The North Queensland Cowboy Bowls. He's close. What's his weight like? He's close. He's going to be a counter. That's a great shot. That's 2 to the Curry boys. That's good. You can see Hill were trying to keep the game respectable, and Appleby were trying to get a score. Play 5 games before they get into the nitty-gritty stuff. Good format of the tournament here that everyone gets to play, whether you've won 5 out of 5 or none out of 5. You get to play finals, just in a different division. So Darcy, just a tad short. It looks like it could be 2. What does it look like to you, Declan, over there? Does it look like 2?
I've got no idea.
The yellow, blue and white bowl at the back, this one. Looks like it's second shot.
I have no idea.
We'll have a look now. He's a bit wide with that one. And he's just flopped out. Okay. So at the crossover, it looks like it's 2 to the Curry boys. Could be 3. But daylight is closer than most of them, so very difficult rink to play on, as we said, rink 8. Especially when they're playing the ditch side. But glorious weather here, beautiful. We had the beanies and everything on this morning. Now we're sitting here in beautiful sunshine, shorts and a t-shirt. Sensational. Thanks for that, Nambucca. Know that everyone up north on the mid-north coast has had a pretty torrid time with the weather in the last couple of weeks, so the thoughts are out there with you guys, especially a bit south of here. So Graham Hill probably trying to look to get a turn out of the Darcy Rostrum bowl, but just couldn't get it. The weight was okay for the shot, just a bit heavy. Aaron Appleby on his forehand. So down he comes. Pretty good. Pretty good. More than pretty good. That'll be the shot. Well played. That's 3 to the Cannons. Great shot, Aaron. Played some great bowls. Graham Hill with his last bowl of the 14th end. Better line. Then again, I could be wrong. I think he's a bit narrow. He is a bit narrow. Great effort. So Aaron wasted no time. Straight on the mat. Gets it down. Holding 3. Drawing for 4. Looks like it's pretty good. It's more than pretty good. It's a counter. Let's give a look. Is it 4? It is 4. So it's 4 to the Curry Cannons. That'll be 23-8 on 14. 23-8 on 14 here on your Geoff King Motors scoreboard. Good work, Declan. It'll be the last end of our round 2 match. And then we'll go and find out who's coming on in round 3. Now, we do, for you viewers, we do apologise because they got a couple of blank holes in the on the leaderboard in there, so we're not too sure who's leading. Probably haven't updated the cards or anything. They might be all right now because they had staggered finishes in the second round, staggered lunch breaks or whatever. Made it a little bit difficult to get them all up at once. But anyway, Wayne Rowbottom gets us underway. Not a bad start. Probably going to drop about a yard short, maybe a bit more. See how we go. So Adam Davies, he's going to stay on that ditch side. Good running to there. Yeah, it looks pretty good. That'll be the shot. Graham's happy, gives him a clap. Well played. Wayne Rowbottom. Backhand. Down he comes. Give it plenty of air. Give it plenty of air. It's going to sail past. So it brings old Adam Davies back on the mat now. Down he comes again on his backhand. I think this one's maybe a tad narrow. He's got the weight. There's not much turn on that side. He can cross and count, which I think he will do. He's still spinning a bit. I'm not too sure about the second shot. Definitely one. And man. There you go. Aaron's told him. The bowl's about how long's a piece of string, viewers? So Ian Mann, forehand. 4 stick rather. He's got his own bowl to turn. Tied a line on that side. I think he might have played this one very narrow. And he has. That sun's beaten down right behind us, Declan. I might have to go and get the tarp and hang it up. Great weight. But it is very hard to find the line on the forehand. They've been telling us, the players, it's extremely difficult trying to find it. Like, young bloke was playing in the game, round 1, got very tight bowls, and some were going against the bias and some were crossing. So that one's going to go sailing. That one's gone past the Adam Rostron bowl. Brings Ian Mann back onto the mat. Finds himself one down. See how he goes. And he comes, 4-stick. Happy with the grass, as you heard Aaron say. Just his weight. Getting a bit blowy here before the next game. I'll have to go and hang that weight on that camera. So on the backhand, Adams watching it intently. Graham's happy with it. And that's a good shot. That'll be 2. Well played. 2 to Team Hill. And get the double figures, I'll be happy. So down comes Mick Gilligan. It's probably a bit narrow as well. Finds himself 2 down. All in a line. Shot bowl and the second shot behind it. Rightio. So down comes Darcy. How's he looking? He's given it a chance. Giving it a very big chance here. That's a great bowl. Probably still one down. He is. So Mick Gilligan, 4-stick. North Queensland coloured bowls. Down they come. Playing a bit of a sexy bender. It's going to stick on him though. No joy. We'll see if Darcy can make amends. Well, not make amends, just to play that bowl a tad better. Gets off the inside of his, pushes the black out and stays. He can bring the back 2 into it. He's played it pretty well. So that's got to be 3. Possibly 4. Interesting. Interesting. We'll see what happens here on this last end of our round 2 match. Aaron Apple, we have first bowl, and we haven't seen Aaron drive, and people that know him, he's one of the quickest and direct drivers in the game. See what he's going to do. Is he going to play some weight? He's playing a bit of a sexy bender shot, so he hasn't gone full bore. He's trying to stand it up. I tell you what, he's not a mile away. Oh, he's just going to get that hang. They just don't turn. They sort of get straighteners. Nevertheless, finds himself in a spot of bother. Graham can add to this, hold the few. Backhand. Make the score somewhat respectable. Plenty of bowls to be played yet. Down he comes. Tell you what. Doesn't want to kick the jack, and he's played a screamer. That's a handful. Good bowls. Probably got 5. Aaron again. Will he get the swing? If he misses that front one. Oh, he's going to get the edge. Unlucky. Could be a score here, boys and girls. So Graham, his last bowl. Down he comes. Can he add to it? And he will. What was that, boys? It was a 6. So 23-14 after 15 ends. Round 2 of the Geoff King Motors Ken Howard Memorial Fours. A 6 to Team Hill. 23-14 after 15 ends. And we're going to bring our special guest in. He's going to have a bit of a chat with us. We'll just get this score updated. And then we'll wait for the next game to start. And we'll have a quick chat with you before the game starts, mate. Then I'll go and get the names of the players that are on this rink. 23-14 on 15. This game is Aaron Appleby team from Curry has won the game 23-14 after 15 ends. Here's our old mate Darcy. Big score in the last end there, mate.
We did get one good ending.
Yeah, and you made the score respectable, so yeah, well done. So what we might do, we're going to bring our special guest in. He's going to have a chat to all the YouTube viewers. Declan's going to unmute you. Right, so ladies and gentlemen, all you viewers out there on YouTube Live Sports in Nambucca and wide area of Australia and around the world, I welcome to the Skybox, Jacob Brighton from Moema. How are you, mate?
Good, how are you?
I'm very, very well. We've had a few issues here with the bowls and that sort of stuff, but we've got it all sorted at the moment. Now, I won't keep you long because I believe you're going to have to get out and play in a minute. How'd you go in the second game?
Yeah, a lot better than the first. We got a good win in that one.
And Jacob was quite happy that he was in the live stream match for the first game, but we had all the issues, so we couldn't stream it. So, and he was on a bit of a receiving end for some individuals, so he thought it was a blessing in disguise. So, Jacob, tell us a little bit about you, mate. Where do you play? And how old you are? How old are you?
I'm 15.
You're 15. You play at Moema, home where Kevin Anderson is, the bowls coordinator down there. And pretty strong club. Alex Marshall plays bowls down there too.
Yep.
And you won a pennant this year, is that correct?
Yep.
One grade?
Yeah, Premier League.
Premier League, won the Premier League pennant. So tell us a little bit about you, mate. Tell us how you started playing bowls.
I started playing bowls when I was about 8 years old when I started pennant, and it was because of Nan and Pop. They owned a carpet bowl shop when they were, before they moved up to Echuca.
Wow.
And they had me out there rolling bowls in the back when I was a baby.
And you've been playing there ever since. So when you play pennant, what position do you play?
Play lead.
You play lead in the Premier League down in Moema, so that's a fair achievement, mate, for a 15-year-old. Now, you told me last night, we had a bit of a chat, that you had a decent game against one of my good mates, Ali Forsyth. Tell me about that.
Yeah, it was good. It was at the Vic Indoor Championships. I was hoping just to get a set against him.
Yep.
But I ended up winning the game, which was good, but it was great to play against someone of his quality.
He's a very fierce competitor, highly regarded. I regard him as one of the best players in the game. Very, very fierce competitor, but you would not meet a nicer bloke. He is nature's gentleman. So Albie Fosdyke, if you're watching this, I'll just give you a plug, mate. He's probably up playing bowls somewhere up on the Gold Coast. So we're joined by Jacob Brighton from Moema. So before you're at Moema, mate, is that where you started playing bowls?
No, I was at Echuca for 2 years and at East Shepparton for 2 years.
Echuca and East Shepparton. Okay, I played at bowls at a place called Strathmerton. You know where that is?
Yeah.
Okay, I played on the green was about 80 seconds. It was that fast. It was incredible. And what do you play at the moment, mate? Current wise, you in the development squads, Bowls Australia or Bowls Victoria, any of that stuff?
The last nationals I played in for Victoria.
And how'd you go?
We got, I think, second overall.
Yep.
Which was, I'm very happy with my first nationals, and I made 2 medal matches, but lost both of those.
Lost both of them. So they playing for a bronze, were they?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So obviously at 15 years old, mate, you've still got a lot of time to be able to jag one of those medals. Who do you play in your next game, do you know?
Not sure yet. I think we're on the second green, but...
You're on the green behind us there?
Yep.
And what do you think of this place, mate? Is this the first time you played in this tournament?
It's my first time playing here, but I was born here and grew up here, so...
Wow, you've been around.
Yeah.
For 15, mate, that's awesome. That's awesome. And so you won your second game, so it puts you back in the hunt to make the playoffs in the quarterfinals to make the top 8. So a couple more wins, mate, go very, very close to putting you in that top 8. And once we all know in sport, mate, when you get to that end of it, it's a different game. Yep. Doesn't matter how many you win to get there. If once you get there, it's a different competition. So what we might do, viewers, we're going to let Jacob go because he's got a second game to play. We've got to go and find out who's going to be on rink 8. So I'd love to have a chat with you again before the weekend's over. Hopefully we can get a little bit longer and talk about some of your other exploits in the games. And who's your idol in bowls, mate?
Alex Marshall.
Alex Marshall, we can understand why. One of the greats, if not the greatest. Well, Aaron Sheriff might have something to say about that, but fierce competitors, but great mates off the green. Thank you very much, Jacob. We'll be following your career. Youtubelivesports will certainly be following what you're doing. Good luck for the rest of the tournament, and we'll catch up with you again before this event's finished, if you're happy with that.
Yep, sounds good.
Good luck. And this, how'd Billy go on that one?
Yeah, better.
He went better?
That was good.
He's a bit knackered. He said his back's sore, so...
Yeah.
Nice bloke. All right, mate, so we'll let you go. Thanks for having a chat with us at YouTube Live Sports, and we'll talk to you again before the tournament's out, and let's hopefully you make that top 8.
Thank you for having me.
My absolute pleasure, Jacob. Thank you, mate. That's Jacob Brighton, viewers. Joined us in the skybox, had a bit of a chat. 15-year-old with a massive future in the game, and we'll catch up with him again later. So at the moment, we're just waiting for round 3 to start. We don't know who's on this rink. I'm going to just mute myself and go and find out who's on this rink in round 3, and I'll be back with you very, very soon.